Group number 3.
In a kingdom by the sea, there lived a little princess named Lenore. She was 10 years old, going on 11. One day, while playing alone in the forest, Lenore fell ill. On the surface, a strawberry died and took to her bed. The royal physician came to see her and took her temperature and felt her pulse and made her see out her tongue. The royal physician was worried. He sent for the king, Lenore's father, and the king came to see her. Your Majesty, it grieves to me to report that the princess is truly ill. From a serpent of the strawberry tarts, there is a little that can help her. Have a good day.
Sound.
Now, the king had a great many wise men who always got for him anything he wanted. So he told his daughter that she would have the moon. Then he went to the throne room and pulled a bell for her. 3 long poles, and presently the Lord High Chamberlain came into the room. The Lord High Chamberlain was a bald-headed, nearsighted man with a skull cap on his head and a pencil on his ears. He wore a brown suit with a large bead around his neck.
So, Mr. Chamberlain, I want the moon. Princess Lenore wants the moon. She can have the moon. She can be well again. The moon? Yes, the moon. M-O-O-N. Moon. Get it tonight, tomorrow at the latest.
The Lord High Chamberlain wiped his forehead with a huge handkerchief and then blew her nose loudly. And then he pulled a long scroll of parchment out of his pocket.
I've got a great many things for you in my time, Your Majesty. It just happened that I have with me a long list of things I've got for you in my time. Let me see now. I've got ivory, apes, rubies, opals, and emeralds, black orchids, pink elephants, and blue poodles, hummingbird stalks, angel's feathers, and unicorn horns. A bowl of butter, 2 dozen eggs, and a sack of... What? Sugar. No. Sorry, my wife wrote that in there.
Never mind the poodles in your list. What I want now is the moon.
I have sent as far as Samarkand and Arabi and Zanzibar to get things for you, Your Majesty. But the moon is out of the question. It is 35,000 miles away and it's bigger than the room the Princess Lenore lies in. Furthermore, it is made up of molten copper. I cannot get you the moon. Blue poodles? Yes, but the moon? No. Out!
The king flew into a rage and told the Lord High Chamberlain to leave the room and to send the royal wizard to the throne room. The royal wizard was a tall, thin man with a long face. He wore a high violet pink hat covered with yellow stars, and a long violet robe covered with yellow stars and white boots. His face grew very pale when the king told him that he wanted the moon for steel dagger, and that he expected the royal wizard to get in.
Presenting the royal wizard. I have worked a great deal of magic for you in my time, Your Majesty. As a matter of fact, I just happen to have in my pocket a list of wizardry I have performed for you. And here it is. Now, let's see. I have spit that out of furnace for you, and turnips out of that. I have produced rabbits out of silk hats, and silk hats out of rabbits. I have conjured the flowers, tambourines, and doves. I have brought you divine in blood, magic wands, and crystal spheres in which to behold the future. I have given you 7, not 5, not 6, but 7 leave boots, the golden touch, and the cloak of invisibility. The cloak of invisibility that you're saying didn't work. Yes, it did, Your Majesty. No, it did not. I kept bumping into things, the same as ever. Your Majesty, the cloak of invisibility is supposed to make you invisible. It is not supposed to keep you from bumping into things. All I know is I kept bumping into things. Well. As I look again at my list, I got 2 horns from Elfin, sand from the sandman, and gold from the rainbow. Also a spoon of bread, a paper of doodles, and a lot of beeswax. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Those are the things my wife wrote in for me to get her. What I want you to do now is to get the moon for Princess Lenore. When she gets the moon, she will be well again. But Your Majesty, nobody can get the moon. It is 150,000 miles away, and it's made of green tea. And also, it is twice as big as this palace. Well, out!
The king flew into another rage and sent the royal wizard back to his cave. Then he rang a bell and summoned the royal mathematician. The royal mathematician was a large, thin man who wore thick glasses, which made his eyes seem twice as big as they really were. This made the royal mathematician seem twice as white as he really was. He wore a brown suit with white numbers on it.
I don't want to hear a long list of all the things that you have figured me out since 1907. I want you to figure out how to get the moon for Princess Lenore. For when she gets the moon, she will be well again.
I am glad you mentioned all the things I have figured out for you since 1907. It so happens I have a list of them with me. I summon a big book! Now, let's see. I have figured out for you the distance between the horse Panalema, night and day in AMZ. I have computed how far is up, how long it takes to get away, and what becomes of fun. I have discovered the length of the sea serpent, the price of the priceless, and as well of the size of the hippopotamus. I know where you are when you are at 6's and 7's coordinates. How much F's you have to make an R. And how many birds you can catch with the salt in the ocean. 187,796,132. If it would interest you to know.
I think there aren't that many birds.
I didn't say there were, Your Majesty. I said if there were.
Well, I don't want to hear 100 million imaginary birds. I only want you to get the moon for Princess Lenore.
The moon is 300,000 miles away. It is round and flat like a coil. Only it is made of asbestos. And it is half the size of this kingdom. Furthermore, it is pasted on the sky. I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but nobody can get the moon for you.
Well, leave!
The king flew into still another rage and sent the royal mathematician away. Then he rang for the court jester. The jester came bounding into the throne room.
Kalilikot naman
in his
ninyo eh.
swaddling
Manood lang
scarf
kayo.
belt and sat at the foot of the throne.
Mga share kayo ah. Kayo naman, masyal.
What can I do for you, Your Majesty?
Nobody can do anything for me. Princess Lenore wants the moon. She cannot be well if she gets it. But every time I ask anybody to get the moon, it gets larger and farther away. There's nothing you can do for me except play me something on your lute. Something sweet.
How big do you think it is? And how far away?
Well, as far as I know, the Lord High Chamberlain says it is 35,000 miles away. And bigger than Princess Lenore's bedroom. The Royal Wizard says it is 150,000 miles away. And twice as big as this palace. Well, the Royal Mathematician says it is 300,000 miles away. And half the size of this kingdom.
The court jester is strong on his lute for a little while.
They are all wise men. And so, they must all be right. If they are all right, then the moon must be just as large and as far away as each person thinks it is. The things to do is find out how big Princess Moon thinks it is and how far away.
I never thought of that.
So, I will go to work, Your Majesty.
All right.
Princess Lenore was awake, and she was glad to see the court jester. But her face was very pale, and her voice was very weak. Have you brought the moon to me?
Not yet, but I will get it for you. How big do you think it is?
It is a little smaller than my thumbnail. So when I hold my thumbnail up at the moon, it covers it.
Ingay.
How far away is it?
It is as high as a big tree outside the window. So sometimes it gets caught at the top branches.
It will be very easy to get it for you and bring it to you. What is the moon made of, Princess?
Oh, it's made of what? Stars. Silly. That is the one I want! And it's melting away because the daylight is coming! The court jester left Princess Lenore's room and went to see the royal goldsmith. He had the royal goldsmith make a tiny round moon just a little smaller than the thumbnail of Princess Lenore. Then, he had them string it on a white sheet so the princess could wear it around her neck.
What's that thing I have made?
You have made the moon. That is the moon.
But
what you think she will require?
Another.
The court jester took the moon to Princess Lenore, and she was overjoyed. The next day, she was well again and could get up and go out in the gardens to play. And the king praised the court jester for his gifts. But the king's worries were not yet over. He knew that the moon would shine in the sky again, and he did not want the Princess Lenore to see it. If she did, she would know that the moon she wore on a chain around her neck was not the real moon.
It's getting dark, and the moon is about to shine. Where are my wise men?
My king, my king!
We must keep Princess Lenore from seeing the moon when it shines in the sky tonight. Think of something.
I know just the thing. We can make some dark glasses for the Princess Lenore. We can make them so dark and dark and dark that she will not be able to see the moon when it shines in the sky tonight.
If she wore dark glasses, she will bump into things, and then she will be ill again. Where's the royal wizard? Your Majesty, what can I do for you? Royal wizard, we must hide the moon so Princess Lenore won't see it when it shines in the sky tonight. But how are we going to do that?
Let me think of that. Aha! I know what we can do. We can drag some black velvet curtains on boards. The curtains will cover all the palace gardens like a circus tent. And the princess will not be able to see through them. So, she will not see the moon in the sky.
You mean black? As in black? But black velvet curtains will keep out of the air. Princess Lenore won't be able to breathe. And then, she will be ill again. Go away. We must do something so Princess Lenore won't see the moon when it shines in the sky tonight. If you know so much, figure out a way how to do that. Royal mathematician, where are you?
Your Majesty, let me think for a while. I have it! We can set off fireworks in the gardens every night. We will make a lot of silver fountains and gold cascades. And when they go off, they will fill the sky with so many sparks that it will be as light as day. And Princess Lenore will not be able to see the moon.
That's a perfectly ridiculous idea. Fireworks will keep Princess Lenore awake. She will not get any sleep at all. And then, she will be ill again. Leave. All of you are known to be wise. But it seems that all of you were such an idiot. Away, imbecile. Guard, take them away.